Hey guys, and welcome back to Explore the Bible. Today we'll be reading Genesis chapter 27. So, when Esau was 40 years old, he married Judith, daughter of Beeri and Hittite, and also Basemath's daughter, the Elon of the Hittite. They were the source of grief to Isaac and Rebekah. When Isaac was old and his eyes were weak, he could no longer see. He called for Esau, his older son, and said to him, "My son." "Here I am," he answered. Isaac said, "I am now old man, and I don't know the day of my death. Now, then, get your equipment, your quiver and bow, and go out into the country, hunt some wild game for me. Prepare me some kind of tasty food I like, and bring it for me to eat, so I may give you my blessing before I die." Now Rebekah was listening to Isaac spoke to his son Esau. After Esau left the country to hunt game and bring it back, Rebekah said to Jacob, "Look, I overheard your father say to your brother Esau, 'Bring me some game and prepare me some tasty food to eat, so that I may give a blessing to you in the presence of the Lord before I die. Now, my son, listen carefully to what I tell you. Go out to the flock and bring me 2 choice young goats, so I can prepare some tasty food for your father just the way he likes it. Then take it to your father to eat, so that he may give you his blessing before he dies." Jacob said to his mother, "But my brother Esau is a hairy man, while I have smooth skin. What if my father touches me? I would appear to be tricking him, and I would bring down a curse on myself rather than a blessing." His mother said to him, "My son, let the curse fall on me. What I say, go and get them for me." So he went and got them and brought them back to his mother, and she prepared some tasty food just the way his father liked it. Then Rebekah took the clothes of Esau her son, which she had in the house, and put them on the younger son Jacob. She also covered his hands and the smooth part of his neck with goat skins. Then she handed her son Jacob the tasty food and the bread she had. He went to his father and said, "My father." "Yes, my son," he answered. "Who is it?" Jacob said to his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done for you as you have told me. Please sit up and come eat some of my game so that you can give me your blessing." Isaac asked his son, "How did you find it so quickly, my son?" "The Lord gave me access," he replied. Then Isaac said to Jacob, "Come near me so I can touch you, my son, so I know you're really my son Esau or not." Jacob went close to his father, who touched him and said, "The voice of Jacob, but the hands of Esau." He did not recognize him, but his hands were hairy like his brother's Esau, so he proceeded to bless him. "Are you really my son Esau?" he said. "I am," he replied. Then he said, "My son, bring me some of your game to eat, so that I may give you my blessing." Jacob brought it to him, and he ate, and he brought some wine, and he drank. Then his father Isaac said to him, "Come here, my son, and kiss me." So he went and kissed him. When Isaac caught the smell of his clothes, he blessed him and said, "Ah, the smell of my son is a smell like a field that the Lord has blessed. My God gave you heaven's dew and earth's richness, and abundance of grain and new wine. My nation serve you, and peoples bow down to you. Be Lord over your brothers, and may the sons of your mothers bow down to you. May those who curse you be cursed, and those who bless you be blessed." After Isaac finished blessing him, and Jacob had scarcely left his father's presence, his brother Esau came from hunting. He too prepared some tasty food and brought it to his father. Then he said to him, "My father, please sit up and eat some of my game, so that you may give me your blessing." His father Isaac said to him, "Who are you?" "I am your son," he answered, "your firstborn Esau." Isaac trembled violently and said, "Who was it then that hunted game and brought it to me? I ate it just before you came in and blessed him," and indeed he was blessed. Then Esau heard his father's words and burst out loud in a bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me too, my father." But he said, "Your brother came deceitfully and took your blessing." Esau said, "Isn't he rightly named Jacob? This is the second time he has taken advantage of me. He took my birthright, and now he has taken my blessing." Then he asked, "Haven't you reserved any blessing for me?" Isaac answered Esau, "I have made him lord over you and made all of his relatives his servants, and I have sustained him with grain and new wine. So what can I possibly do for you, my son?" Esau said to his father, "Do you have only one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father." Then Esau wept aloud. His father Isaac answered him, "Your dwelling will be away from your earth's richness, away from the dew of the heaven above. You will live by the sword, and you will serve your brother. But when you grow restless, you will throw his yoke from off your neck." Esau had a grudge against Jacob because of the blessing his father had given him. He said to himself, "The days of mourning for my father are near. Then I will kill my brother Jacob." When Rebekah was told what her older son Esau had said, she sent her younger son Jacob and said to him, "Your brother Esau is planning to avenge himself by killing you. Now then, my son, do what I say. Flee at once to your brother Laban in Haran. Stay with him for a while until your brother's fury subsides. When your brother will no longer be angry with you, forgets what you did to him, I'll send a word for you to come back here. Why should I lose both of you in one day?" Then Rebekah said to Isaac, "I'm disgusted with living here because of these Hittite women. If Jacob takes a wife from among these women of the land, from the Hittite women like these, my life will not be worth living." So, kind of straightforward, just like a story about the sons and everything that goes on. What we do see is that Isaac was able to bless him because of his blessing from Abraham and how he followed the Lord and loved the Lord. And it's kind of like an ongoing theme that we've been seeing, that he was able to bless his sons. But we do see the wrongdoing of Jacob to Esau. We don't want to do anything like that. That's not right. But also what Isaac did was not right in picking one son over the other. So there's not really much that I have to say with this one. It's kind of just like a story, but I hope that you guys enjoyed listening. I hope you all have a good day. God bless.